Biennial AM with your host, Doug Anderson.
Good morning and welcome to Biennial AM for Tuesday, November 20th. We're broadcasting from the Royal York Hotel in beautiful downtown Toronto, where we provide you with exclusive coverage of the Ontario Nurses Association Biennial Convention, today celebrating 40 years of being a vibrant profession and a powerful union. Now, the excitement actually began yesterday with ONA's annual Human Rights and Equity Caucus, where a record number of more than 400 ONA members from our 5 designated groups, supported by a number of friends and allies, attended this very informative caucus to learn about discrimination, what it looks like, and how to act.
Hi, I'm Sophia Ruddick, ONA Leap Advocate and Biennial Reporter. I'm standing here with Sindra. Sindra, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sindra McGoldrick, Bargaining Unit President for Toronto General and Toronto Western Hospital.
Sindra, yesterday you were at the caucus. What's the purpose of the caucus?
The purpose of the caucus is to get all our members of the equity groups together. We talk about our issues and solutions, basically, and then we bring them forward we separate, and then each group brings their issues forward to the group as a whole.
This is Eileen Bruce reporting on the North District Service team. So I'm interviewing Andy Summers. Andy holds the portfolio of the Human Rights and Equity. So Andy, yesterday there was some caucuses going on. Can you tell me why it was important for the members to be here?
Yesterday was an opportunity for the members to come and share their stories, network with each other, get strength from hearing each other's issues, get some good ideas about how to deal with them. But I'd also add it was an opportunity for them to get some really good education about some of the issues that they're experiencing and how to resolve them.
One of the day's highlights was a presentation by Kathleen Bartholomew on nurse-to-nurse hostility.
Hi, this is Nick Bonikowski with the Provincial Education Coordination Team, and I'm here with Kathleen Bartholomew, author of Ending Nurse-to-Nurse Hostility, Why Nurses Eat Their Young and Each Other. Kathleen, I was just wondering, what made you decide to focus on nurse-to-nurse hostility in your work?
I was at a conference on nurse hostility, and a nurse told me a story, so I asked all the other nurses, do you have stories as well? And I collected 30 of them, and just listening to their stories broke my heart. And by the time I listened to the third one, I thought, I have got to figure out how is it possible in a profession that's based on caring that nurses could ever experience such uncaring behaviors with their peers.
Just listening to her, I stopped and I thought, oh my goodness, I've been that person. I've been in that situation. I've listened to this gossip and I haven't said anything about it. So it's just made you realize that you're that person or you have seen that happen. And I thought, getting into the executive now, I can hopefully make a difference.
Now, I better not forget a high-energy meeting that was held last evening, Biennial 101 for first-time attendees.
You're on time. Come a few minutes early, get your seat. Because we're going to start right on time. We are very clear in making sure that we start on time.
So here today you have a session here for first-timers. Mm-hmm. So can I ask you, why did you get that started and what were the reasons behind that?
The first timers? Well, the first time I ever came to a biennial, some 35 years ago about, I didn't have a clue what was going on, and I was very nervous going into the convention, but I was just amazed to have all these colleagues that had the same issues as me, and I just wanted someone to kind of give me the Coles Notes version. What's going to be happening for the next 3 to 4 days, and to make it easier to ensure that these new members that are attending the biennial for the first time are welcomed by all of us.
Thank you, Linda. Over to you, Adele.
Hi, I'm Adele Churchill, and I'm a Labour Relations Officer with the West District Service Team. I'm here today with Trevor Cava from Thunder Bay Regional Health Sciences Centre. Trevor, what were your first impressions of the biennial today?
It's a little bittersweet. I'm really excited to be here. It's my first biennial, and to see all these proud members is really awesome, but a bit disappointed also because I've seen a number of guys, in total about 10 so far, and only 2 of them have mustaches. We're in the midst of Movember, and I really don't see the guys representing, and it's kind of bringing the day down a little bit. I'm really excited to come back tomorrow, and hopefully we get some shadows going, that kind of thing.
Okay. Thanks, Trevor. I'm here today with Melissa Tilley, local coordinator, Local 105. Melissa, what were your first impressions of the biennial today?
Well, it's very exciting. It's a bit overwhelming. I've only been a local coordinator for about a month now, so it's my first as a voting delegate, so I'm really looking forward to this week.
What made you get involved with the ONA Union?
I'm lucky. I've been involved in unions all my life. So when I came to Canada 20 years ago, it was just instinctive and obvious to me that I wanted to be part of this union. So from that day to this, nothing but union for me.
I have with me Anne Clark, who's the Vice President for ONA for Region 2. And I would like to ask you a couple of questions on your involvement with the union, and maybe a bit about your background and how you get into nursing and how you get into the union. So.
I would love to tell you that. Well, I started my nurses training in the late 60s in Scotland, and in those days you really were a handmaiden. We used to have to get up, vacate our chair and stand when a doctor came into the room. When we got report in the morning, we stood at attention with our hands behind our back, and our manager gave us report. We were very much seen but not heard. And the other big thing, so I was used to that hierarchy, and I came to Canada, and the first thing I noticed when I went back into nursing was that everybody actually mingled together. The hierarchy was a bit broken down. For instance, there wasn't a dining room for just the doctors. There wasn't a dining room for just the nurse managers. We all actually sat together and were equals, and I liked that. And then after I started work, about a year after I was at my hospital, they said, there's a little job that you might be interested in, Anne. And I had decided that I wanted to become involved in the union, and I said I would do it, and that little job was as treasurer.
Action! Take one.
This is Doug Anderson at Biennial Convention 2012, Tuesday, November the 20th. Have a great day.